Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went in there? Perhaps you've been in the middle of a sentence, only to have the word you desperately need vanish from your mental landscape like mist in the morning sun. Maybe you found yourself staring blankly at a familiar face, the name hovering just out of reach, a frustrating ghost on the edge of your awareness. These little memory glitches, these fleeting moments of cognitive fog, can be unsettling, especially as the years begin to accumulate. You might even find yourself chuckling nervously, attributing it to a senior moment, a light-hearted dismissal of something that perhaps feels a little more significant beneath the surface. You might even joke with friends about losing your keys for the 10th time this week, or needing a string tied around your finger just to remember the simplest errands. It's easy to laugh it off, to brush it aside as an inevitable part of aging. But deep down, there's often a nagging worry, a silent question about what these moments might signify. You might even find yourself secretly dreading the possibility of more significant memory decline, the kind that impacts your independence, your ability to connect with loved ones, the very essence of who you are. You probably won't survive this kind of relentless erosion of your cognitive abilities without feeling a profound sense of loss. But this isn't about succumbing to the fear of what might be. This is about taking control, about understanding that while some changes are natural, significant memory decline isn't an inevitable sentence. This is about recognizing your power to actively shape your cognitive future, to cultivate a sharper, more resilient mind, even after the milestone of 60. This is about moving beyond simply accepting the status quo and embracing proactive strategies that can truly make a difference. The choice to stop surviving and start living again. And if you're still with me, still listening, still open, I thank you. Because the elderly who change their lives are the ones who first find the courage to listen. You've just taken the first step. Now take the next one. If this message spoke to you, if even one part of it made you pause, reflect, or feel seen, I'd be honored if you'd let me know. The journey to a sharper mind after 60 begins with something fundamental, something we do every single day, nourishing our bodies. Think of your brain as an incredibly complex and energy-hungry machine. Just like a high-performance car needs premium fuel to run smoothly, your brain requires a constant supply of the right nutrients to function optimally, and that includes maintaining a vibrant memory. It's not just about avoiding the bad foods, it's about actively incorporating the good ones, the ones packed with the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that directly support cognitive health. Consider the Mediterranean diet, often lauded for its brain-boosting benefits. It's rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins like fish and poultry, and healthy fats like olive oil. These foods aren't just good for your heart, they're fantastic for your memory too. Think about the vibrant colors of berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, bursting with antioxidants that fight off the damaging free radicals that can contribute to cognitive decline. Remember those fleeting moments of forgetfulness we talked about? Antioxidants are like the cleanup crew for your brain cells, helping to keep them functioning at their best. Then there are omega-3 fatty acids, those essential fats found in fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and tuna. They're crucial for brain cell structure and communication, acting like the oil that keeps the gears of your memory turning smoothly. If you're not a big fan of fish, don't worry, you can also find omega-3s in walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds. Incorporating these into your diet, even in small amounts, can make a significant difference over time. Don't forget about the power of leafy green vegetables like spinach, kale, and broccoli. They're packed with vitamins and minerals, including folate and vitamin K, which have been linked to improved cognitive function. Think of them as the brain's multivitamins, providing a broad spectrum of essential nutrients. And let's not overlook the importance of hydration. Your brain is about 75% water, and even mild dehydration can impair concentration and memory. So, keeping a water bottle handy and sipping throughout the day is a simple yet powerful way to support your cognitive function. It's also worth considering limiting your intake of processed foods, sugary drinks, and excessive amounts of unhealthy fats. These can contribute to inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which can negatively impact brain health and memory. Think of these as the low-quality fuel that can clog up your brain's engine. Making gradual, sustainable changes to your diet is key. You don't have to overhaul everything overnight. Start by adding 1 serving of berries to your breakfast, or swapping a sugary snack for a handful of nuts. Small, consistent steps can lead to significant long-term benefits for your memory and overall brain health. Remember that feeling of frustration when a word escapes you. Nourishing your brain with the right foods is like providing it with the resources it needs to access those memories more efficiently. Now, let's move on to something that might surprise you: the profound connection between physical movement and the sharpness of your mind. You might think of exercise primarily in terms of its benefits for your heart, your waistline, or your energy levels. And while it certainly delivers on all those fronts, its impact on your brain, particularly your memory, is equally significant. Think of your body and your brain as intricately linked partners, each benefiting from the other's activity. When you engage in physical activity, whether it's a brisk walk in the park, a gentle swim, a dance class, or even tending to your garden, you're not just working your muscles, you're also actively boosting your brain power. One of the key ways exercise benefits memory is by increasing blood flow to the brain. Just like any other organ, your brain relies on a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients delivered through the bloodstream to function optimally. When you move your body, your heart pumps more efficiently, leading to improved circulation throughout your entire system, including your brain. This increased blood flow helps to nourish brain cells, supporting their growth, survival, and communication, all of which are essential for forming and retrieving memories. Furthermore, physical activity has been shown to stimulate the release of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF. Think of BDNF as a fertilizer for your brain cells, promoting their growth, strengthening their connections, and protecting them from damage. Studies have consistently shown that exercise increases BDNF levels in the brain, which in turn can lead to improvements in learning and memory. Remember those moments when you struggled to recall a recent conversation? Regular physical activity can actually help strengthen the neural pathways involved in memory formation, making those recall moments smoother and more reliable. It's not just about intense workouts either. Even moderate intensity exercise, performed regularly, can have significant cognitive benefits. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity activity most days of the week. This could be anything that gets your heart rate up and makes you feel slightly out of breath, like that brisk walk we mentioned, a bike ride, or even active housework. The key is consistency. Just like you wouldn't expect to see significant physical changes from exercising only once in a while, the cognitive benefits of exercise are cumulative. Make it a regular part of your routine, and your brain will thank you for it. Moreover, exercise can also indirectly benefit your memory by improving other aspects of your health that are closely linked to cognitive function, such as sleep quality and stress levels. We'll delve deeper into those later, but it's important to recognize the interconnectedness of these healthy habits. When you sleep better and feel less stressed, your brain is in a much better state to consolidate memories and function optimally. So, as you consider ways to keep your mind sharp after 60, don't underestimate the power of movement. Find activities you enjoy and can stick with. Whether it's dancing to your favorite music, joining a walking group, or simply taking the stairs instead of the elevator, incorporating regular physical activity into your life is an investment in both your physical and cognitive well-being. Remember that feeling of frustration when a familiar name eludes you? Regular exercise can help strengthen the underlying brain networks that allow you to access and retrieve that information more easily. Now that we've explored how nourishing your body and moving it regularly can boost your memory, let's turn our attention to actively engaging your brain. Just like your muscles need exercise to stay strong, your brain thrives on mental stimulation. Think of your mind as a vast and intricate network of connections. The more you challenge it with new information, puzzles, and activities, the stronger and more resilient those connections become. This concept is often referred to as cognitive reserve, the brain's ability to withstand damage or decline while still functioning effectively. Engaging your brain actively is like building up that reserve, providing a buffer against age-related memory changes. So, how can you actively engage your brain after 60? The possibilities are vast and varied. Consider activities that require you to learn new things. This could be anything from taking a language class or learning to play a musical instrument to delving into a new hobby like painting, knitting, or woodworking. The act of acquiring new skills creates new neural pathways in your brain, strengthening its overall architecture and improving cognitive flexibility. Remember those moments when you felt your mind was a little foggy? Learning something new can help clear that mental fog and sharpen your focus. Puzzles and games are also excellent ways to challenge your brain. Crossword puzzles, Sudoku, jigsaw puzzles, and even strategy-based video games can all help to improve memory, attention, and problem-solving skills. Think of them as mental workouts that keep your cognitive muscles toned. Reading is another powerful tool for brain engagement. Whether you enjoy novels, biographies, historical accounts, or even keeping up with current events through newspapers and magazines, reading exposes you to new ideas, expands your vocabulary, and requires you to actively process and remember information. Consider joining a book club to further enhance the cognitive benefits through discussions and shared interpretations. Remember that feeling of struggling to follow a complex conversation? Regular reading can improve your comprehension and ability to retain information, making those interactions more engaging and meaningful. Engaging in creative activities, such as writing, painting, or playing music, can also be incredibly beneficial for your brain. These activities not only stimulate different parts of your brain but also provide an outlet for self-expression and can reduce stress, which, as we'll discuss later, is crucial for memory. Even everyday activities can be approached in a way that actively engages your brain. Try varying your routine, take a different route when you go for a walk, try a new recipe, or rearrange the furniture in a room. These small changes challenge your brain to adapt and learn, keeping it more agile. The key is to find activities that you enjoy and that challenge you without being overly frustrating. The goal is to keep your brain active and curious, constantly learning and exploring. Just like you nourish your body with healthy foods and strengthen it with exercise, you need to nourish and strengthen your mind with consistent mental engagement. Remember that feeling of satisfaction when you successfully solve a challenging problem? Actively engaging your brain provides those moments of cognitive accomplishment, contributing to a sense of mental vitality and well-being. Now, let's delve into two interconnected pillars of cognitive health that are often underestimated: the critical roles of rest and rejuvenation, specifically sleep and stress management, in maintaining a sharp memory after 60. You might think of sleep as simply a period of inactivity, a time when your body shuts down. But in reality, sleep is a highly active and essential process for your brain, particularly when it comes to memory consolidation. During sleep, your brain works to process and solidify the information you've learned throughout the day, transferring memories from the hippocampus, a temporary storage center, to the long-term storage areas of the brain. Think of sleep as the brain's nightly archiving system, organizing and filing away the day's experiences and knowledge so you can access them later. When you don't get enough quality sleep, this consolidation process is disrupted, making it harder to remember things you've learned. You might find yourself struggling to recall details from a conversation, forgetting where you placed an item, or feeling generally more forgetful. Aim for around 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. This isn't just about the quantity of sleep, but also the quality. Create a relaxing bedtime routine to signal to your body and mind that it's time to wind down. This could include taking a warm bath, reading a book, a physical one, not on a screen, or listening to calming music. Ensure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool, creating an optimal environment for restful sleep. Avoid caffeine and alcohol close to bedtime, as they can interfere with sleep. Also, try to maintain a consistent sleep schedule, going to bed and waking up around the same time each day, even on weekends, to regulate your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. 2. Remember those moments when you felt overwhelmed and your memory seemed to suffer. That brings us to the crucial role of stress management. Chronic stress can have a significant negative impact on your brain health and memory. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, a stress hormone. While short-term bursts of cortisol can be helpful in acute situations, prolonged exposure to high levels of cortisol can actually damage brain cells, particularly in the hippocampus, the very region critical for memory formation. Think of chronic stress as a constant drain on your brain's resources, making it harder to focus, learn, and remember. Finding healthy ways to manage stress is therefore essential for protecting your memory. There are many effective stress management techniques you can incorporate into your life. Mindfulness and meditation practices can help you to focus on the present moment and reduce feelings of anxiety and overwhelm. Deep breathing exercises can also be incredibly effective in calming your nervous system. Engaging in enjoyable hobbies, spending time in nature, and connecting with loved ones are other powerful ways to reduce stress levels. Remember that physical activity we talked about earlier? It's not just good for your body and direct brain function, it's also a fantastic stress reliever. Finding activities you enjoy, whether it's walking, swimming, dancing, or gardening, can help to lower cortisol levels and improve your overall mood. It's also important to learn to recognize your stress triggers and develop coping mechanisms to deal with them effectively. This might involve setting boundaries, learning to say no, or breaking down large tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. Prioritizing sleep and managing stress aren't just about feeling better in the moment, they are fundamental investments in your long-term cognitive health and your ability to maintain a sharp and reliable memory as you age. Think of them as essential maintenance for your brain, ensuring it can function optimally for years to come. Remember that feeling of your mind racing when you try to recall something? Getting enough sleep and managing stress can help to quiet that mental chatter and allow your memories to surface more easily. Let's now turn our attention to the powerful influence of social connections on maintaining a sharp mind as you navigate life after 60. You might think of socializing as primarily a source of enjoyment, a way to connect with friends and family, and combat loneliness. And while it certainly provides these crucial benefits for emotional well-being, it also plays a significant role in supporting your cognitive health, particularly your memory. Think of your brain as a social organ, one that thrives on interaction and engagement with others. When you connect with people, you're not just sharing stories and experiences, you're also actively stimulating your brain in a variety of ways that contribute to cognitive reserve and memory function. Engaging in conversations, for instance, requires you to actively listen, process information, formulate responses, and recall relevant details. This mental exercise helps to keep your cognitive skills sharp and strengthens the neural pathways involved in memory and communication. Remember those moments when a lively discussion sparked new ideas and perspectives. These social interactions are like mental workouts, challenging your brain in dynamic and engaging ways. Furthermore, social connections can combat feelings of isolation and loneliness, which have been linked to an increased risk of cognitive decline. When you feel connected to others, you're more likely to engage in mentally stimulating activities, maintain a positive outlook, and experience less stress, all factors that contribute to better memory function. Think of your social network as a supportive ecosystem for your brain health. Spending time with friends and family, participating in social groups, volunteering in your community, or even engaging in online social interactions can provide valuable cognitive stimulation and emotional support. Sharing memories with others, reminiscing about the past, and learning about their experiences can all help to keep your own memories active and accessible. Remember those cherished stories you've shared and relived with loved ones. These social exchanges help to solidify those memories and keep them vibrant. Moreover, social engagement often encourages other healthy behaviors that indirectly benefit memory. For example, you might be more likely to stay physically active if you have friends to walk or exercise with. Social activities can also provide opportunities for learning new things and engaging in mentally stimulating hobbies. Think of joining a book club with friends or taking a class together. These shared experiences provide both social connection and cognitive enrichment. It's important to cultivate and maintain meaningful social connections as you age. Make an effort to stay in touch with friends and family, participate in activities you enjoy with others, and be open to forming new relationships. Even small, regular social interactions can make a significant difference in your overall well-being and cognitive health. Remember that feeling of comfort and joy that comes from spending time with people you care about. These positive emotions and social connections contribute to a more resilient and sharper mind. Think of your social life as an integral part of your brain's overall health and maintenance, just as important as diet and exercise. Now, let's address a crucial aspect of maintaining a sharp memory after 60 that often flies under the radar: the importance of managing underlying health conditions. You might be diligently focusing on diet, exercise, and mental stimulation, which are all fantastic steps. However, it's equally vital to recognize that certain health conditions can significantly impact your cognitive function, including your memory. Think of your body as an interconnected system. When one part isn't functioning optimally, it can have ripple effects throughout the entire system, including your brain. Therefore, proactively managing any existing health issues is a key strategy for protecting your memory. For instance, cardiovascular health plays a critical role in brain health. Conditions like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and heart disease can impair blood flow to the brain, depriving it of the oxygen and nutrients it needs to function properly. This reduced blood flow can negatively affect cognitive functions, including memory. Think of healthy blood vessels as clear pathways for delivering vital resources to your brain. Managing these cardiovascular risk factors through medication, lifestyle changes, and regular checkups is essential for maintaining good cognitive health. Similarly, diabetes, particularly if poorly controlled, can also impact memory. High blood sugar levels can damage blood vessels throughout the body, including those in the brain, and can also interfere with the brain's ability to use glucose for energy. Maintaining healthy blood sugar levels through diet, exercise, and medication, if needed, is crucial for protecting cognitive function. Thyroid disorders, both hypothyroidism, underactive thyroid, and hyperthyroidism, overactive thyroid, can also affect memory and cognitive function. The thyroid gland produces hormones that regulate metabolism, which has a significant impact on brain activity. Ensuring your thyroid function is within the normal range through regular monitoring and treatment, if necessary, is important for maintaining cognitive clarity. Even conditions like chronic pain and sleep disorders can indirectly impact memory. Chronic pain can be mentally draining and can interfere with sleep, both of which can negatively affect cognitive function. Effectively managing pain and addressing sleep issues can lead to improvements in memory and overall cognitive performance. It's also important to be aware of the potential cognitive side effects of certain medications. If you're taking multiple medications, talk to your doctor or pharmacist about any potential interactions or side effects that could be affecting your memory. Sometimes, adjusting dosages or switching medications can alleviate these issues. Regular medical checkups are therefore essential for identifying and managing any underlying health conditions that could impact your memory. Don't hesitate to discuss any concerns you have about your memory with your doctor. They can help to identify any contributing medical factors and recommend appropriate treatment or management strategies. Think of these regular checkups as proactive maintenance for your overall health, including your brain. By taking care of your physical health and effectively managing any underlying conditions, you're creating a stronger foundation for maintaining a sharp and reliable memory as you age. Remember those moments when you felt your physical health was affecting your mental clarity? Addressing those underlying issues can lead to a significant improvement in your cognitive function and overall quality of life. Finally, let's explore the powerful and ongoing benefits of embracing lifelong learning for keeping your mind sharp and your memory robust after 60. You might think that learning is something primarily for the young, a phase of life that concludes with formal education. However, the truth is that your brain remains remarkably adaptable and capable of learning throughout your entire lifespan. This ability is known as neuroplasticity, the brain's capacity to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. One engaging in continuous learning is like actively nurturing this neuroplasticity, strengthening your brain's ability to adapt, learn new things, and, importantly, retain information. Think of your brain as a muscle that gets stronger with exercise. Lifelong learning provides that essential mental exercise, helping to build cognitive reserve and protect against age-related memory decline. The beauty of lifelong learning after 60 is that it can take so many forms, tailored to your individual interests and abilities. Remember those new hobbies we discussed earlier? Pursuing them is a fantastic way to engage in lifelong learning. Whether you've always wanted to learn a new language, explore the intricacies of photography, delve into the world of astronomy, or master the art of calligraphy, now is the perfect time to embark on those intellectual adventures. The act of learning something new challenges your brain, forcing it to create new neural pathways and strengthen existing ones. This process directly benefits your memory by improving your ability to encode and retrieve information. Think of each new skill you acquire as adding another tool to your cognitive toolkit, making your mind more versatile and adaptable. Online courses and workshops offer a wealth of learning opportunities from the comfort of your own home. You can explore subjects that have always fascinated you, learn practical skills, or even pursue new academic interests. Libraries and community centers often host a variety of classes, lectures, and discussion groups, providing both intellectual stimulation and social interaction. Remember the social connections we talked about? Learning in a group setting can enhance both cognitive and social benefits. Even something as simple as reading regularly and engaging with challenging material can be a form of lifelong learning. Explore different genres, delve into complex topics, and make an effort to understand new ideas. Documentaries, podcasts, and educational videos also offer engaging ways to expand your knowledge and stimulate your brain. The key is to cultivate a mindset of curiosity and a genuine desire to learn. Embrace new challenges, don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone intellectually, and view mistakes as opportunities for growth. Remember those moments of frustration when learning something new felt difficult. Perseverance and a positive attitude are key to unlocking the cognitive benefits of lifelong learning. The rewards extend far beyond just acquiring new knowledge or skills. Lifelong learning can boost your confidence, provide a sense of purpose, and enhance your overall quality of life. It keeps your mind active, engaged, and adaptable, which are all crucial for maintaining a sharp memory as you age. Think of lifelong learning as an ongoing investment in your cognitive health and well-being, a way to keep your mind vibrant and engaged with the world around you.